So what's up everyone, and welcome to another Warframe fashion frame Tennogen video. So in this episode I would like to go over a sandana that has recently come out. It has become quite popular amongst the community. The name of the sandana is the Rapala Syandana, and it's a very nice cloak style sandana. Now as you can see from the photo, the sandana is a relatively simple sort of design. It doesn't have any very elaborate patterns on the sandana, nor does it have a very complex shape. But from my perspective, I think this is what makes it extremely popular. It's one of the few sandanas out there that has a standard cloak sort of design. In addition, it has an extremely nice quality to it. It has a very good shine to the sandana, as well as a nice flow in the cloth. And when you combine the simplicity and the quality of the sandana, it makes for a very versatile sandana that actually works with almost any sort of frame. Now the designer of the Rapala Syandana goes by the name of Master Noob, which is a very interesting name, I think. And he is very good at making sandanas. He has made many sandanas for the game in the past, and they include the Scythen Syandana, the Jatuk Syandana, the Nisaru Syandana, and the one that I purchased, the Rhoda Syandana. So you may know of him already through his popular jetpack style sandanas. And overall, I think that he gives a very nice, clean sort of design to all of his sandanas. So as mentioned previously, this sandana goes with almost any sort of frame, and because of that, what I'm gonna do for this video is I'm just gonna show it with some of the frames that I found to be favored, at least for me, and that may give you some example of how this sandana may look for any of the frames that you might want to try it with. Okay, so first up we have, of course, Mesa, since she was in the introduction of this video. And this sandana looks really nice on her. I've always wanted to get some sort of very simple but very nomadic looking cloak for her, because of the fact that she has kind of a cowboy ranger sort of style. And I've colored her kind of with leather looking color, and so it really looks nice with this outdoor sort of look. She almost kind of looks like a soldier in Attack on Titan or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, the sandana has a very nice flow to it. Just like with any of the other cloaks, it does sometimes conflict with the actual body itself, or maybe the weapons, but overall, you know, that happens with almost any of the cloaks or any of the large sandanas that are out there, because it's just really hard to create a flowing pattern without getting in the way sometimes of the character. But overall, it works really well. I don't think this cloth is too noticeable in terms of conflict, and it really does look nice. It has a shimmering kind of sheen to the cloak, and the upper bracket that holds the cloth looks really nice. Now here is the color combination that I've used for Mesa, and for the actual sandana I went with a slightly darker color combination so that you could get this contrast sort of look. And overall, I really like how this is coming out. It really brought what I wanted to bring out for Mesa with this sandana. Now as far as the attachments, I have a Edo chest plate, which is very inconspicuous, and the Dendra shoulder guard, which you can see here, is glowing. The other side has a Eos shoulder guard, and I'm using basically Porta leg guards. And so overall, this is a look that I really like. Now as far as the regalia, I use a pacifism defect symbol on one side and the Savati Sakara on the other. And as far as the chest area, I'm using Eternal Stasis symbol. And so yeah, I don't know, you know, with regards to how you would like to set up your Mesa, but I think if you wanted to get a nomadic outdoors cowboy sort of look, this one sandana looks really good because of its simplicity. Okay, so next up we have Vauban, and I have him in a dark crusader sort of look, almost like the knights of the old days. If you wanted to get your imagination even further, I guess he may look a little bit like Darth Vader as well. And whether it's Darth Vader or a crusader, he needs a cloak, and he needs a relatively simple one. So this one turns out to be really good again. I have Vauban in kind of black and teal green sort of colors, and I have similar colors for the cloak. But you notice that the cloak comes out blue, and I wanted it that way. What you'll notice is that I chose darker colors than what you actually get in the cloak, and I think it's because of the fact that it shimmers, that it shows lighter colors than what you actually choose. So make sure you understand that when you choose the colors. Now he's using all Edo sort of armor with the exception of the chest area, which I think he's using a Prisma Daedalus. For the regalia, he's using the index emblem as well as the Ambulus Reborn emblem. And I put on the false prophet symbol on his chest and put it upside down. And I guess in this situation it looks okay. So overall, I like this Syandana on Vauban once again because of the fact that I did want to make him a dark crusader sort of look. And the simplicity and quality of this Syandana matches really well with the theme. Okay, so next up we have Ember Prime, and since she's the Prime variant, then she has that kind of the gold elegance sort of look. And for any Prime frame, this cape turns out to be, or Syandana I should say, turns out to look really well because there's kind of a sophistication that you get with the design. It's a relatively simple design, but it's very elegant. And it has that shine that really stands out. And so with regards to any of the primes, which I have Ember Prime here, of course, in a blue fire sort of look. And you saw the color combinations before. Here's the color combinations for the Syandana. And overall, I think it looks pretty good. Now, since it is a Prime, I have put on the Riv Elite leg guards. I kept her Ember Prime shoulder guards. And Solstice Daedalus chest piece, and it kind of helps enhance with the gold look. Now as far as the regalia, I have a conclave regalia for the chest, and she basically has 2 Savati Sakaras, and overall it just kind of comes out looking really nice. So this cloak turns out to be a really nice one for any of the Prime frames just because of the fact that it helps enhance that elegant sort of style. Okay, so next we have Loki in his Swindle helmet, or I should say Loki Prime, although I'm not really emphasizing the Prime in this situation. And again, I think this Syandana looks really nice. I have him in kind of like a sand trooper sort of look. And in this case, I don't have the Syandana contrasting. It looks relatively similar to his overall look. And the colors of the Syandana work really well. Again, I had to use a slightly darker color to get the similar sort of look with the body. But overall, I think this one again looks good. As far as attachments, I'm using the usual EOS chest plate, Prisma Daedalus shoulder pieces, and Riv Elite leg pieces. And again, this one looks really nice. The one point I should mention is that the end of the cape is a different color than the total body, and so you could contrast it really well. And I find that this turns out to be really useful in getting the overall theme for many of these frames, and so I'm very happy about that. He's using a let's see, a mastery sigil here with regards to regalia. So overall, I'm again very happy with how this turned out. And next we have Nyx, and I have her in her Athena Tennogen outfit. And I always liked this red dragon design that I did when I originally got the Athena skin. But with the cape, it just completes the entire thing. And so this again looks really nice. The shimmering sheen works well with the kind of the outlandish look. in this particular situation. And so I have Nyx in her red and browns, and I have the Syandana in the red and browns. And overall, I think it really looks nice. It has the Prisma Daedalus shoulder pieces, the Eos chest piece, and the Porta leg pieces. And as far as the regalia, she doesn't have any on her shoulders, but she is using a Prisma sigil on her chest. So overall, once again, this design cape elegance looks really well and works really well on this red dragon theme that I've always wanted to complete for Nyx. And next I have Ivara in her yokai skin. And I have to admit, I just recently got the yokai skin. I'm very happy, but I'm even happier now that I have it attached with this Syandana. I mean, she looks really nice here. She looked a little bit too light colored when she was in her this off-white, bluish white sort of mold, but with the darker color of the cape, it just works out quite well. Now, as far as the colors of the cape, here's the color combinations that I put together. And as far as the attachments are concerned, she's using the Eos chest plate, the Avia shoulder plates, as well as the Riv Elite leg guards. And overall, I think she looks pretty good. She kind of looks a little bit like a Prime frame at this point. With regards to the regalia, I'm using the Mastery sigil again, and in the case of the shoulder, she's using just the Savati Sakara. So overall, once again, in this case, it's a contrast look, but I think this cape looks really nice, and it looks really nice with the yokai skin that I recently got for Ivara. And so this finally brings us to Mag, or I should say Mag Prime here, although it's a little bit hard to tell since I've kind of got rid of the gold. And so she's wearing her Mag Prime skin, but she is using the Tennogen Orbit Neuroptic. And I think this looks really nice. Why I wanted to show this particular one is Mag is in a little bit more cheerful colors than some of the others. She's using a lot of blues and purples and whites, and overall I really like this design. Now what I like about the cape is that because it's so shimmering, it gives a very kind of neon blue sort of look to it. And when you complete it with the kind of purplish pink that you have at the ends of the cape, it really does make it stand out. Now as far as her attachments are concerned, I have her in with the Eos chest pieces, and the rest of the shoulders and leg pieces are all Porta. The regalia, she's again using the Savati Sakara and the Prisma sigil. So yeah, overall I really like this one, and I think I want to keep this one as one of the main colors to use for Mag Prime. Okay, so that's it for the Rapala Syandana. I hope you found the video to be somewhat useful. Thank you very much for watching the video, and if you have any comments, please post them in the comments section below. We'll continue to make more Warframe and Fashion Frame videos in the future, and when we do, I hope you continue to join us. Okay, so in any case, until the next Warframe video, we wish you all the best, and as always, Jaya, nice day everyone.